Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 79 of the Pod of War Gamescast. I'm your host, Ian with Gizmo, joined this week by a massive dash, Chris Pengelly,
Hello, everyone.
and Nintendo Network's very own CW Lanky.
Hello.
Boys, it's been another couple of weeks. We've been somewhat consistent this time, and it's only been a fortnight. And yeah, it's been fun. So let's talk about what we've been buying, what we've been playing in the world of video games. Of course, we leave Pengy to last because he's what everyone comes here to see. So let's start
He
off
is
with...
the main event.
He's
the Shawn Michaels of
he is
Pod of War.
Mr. Pod of War. He really is. Like, he is the Shawn Michaels for sure.
Me and you, Dave, we're just like the bushwhackers. We're just like opening the show.
Wow.
You know,
There were so many places you could have gone, and you went for a tag team that didn't wrestle when we were watching wrestling.
Oh yeah. No one's watched them wrestle. We were just there when there was like 10 people in the audience, and they were just coming in. You know, that was us. No one gave a shit.
I see us more as the Steiner brothers. But
wow, okay.
But I'm Rick, sadly, so like I don't really have much of a solo career. But you've gone full Scott because you're there playing your Switch, and you know what I mean. Like the people want more of Big Papa Craigo, but the numbers don't lie, Craig, and it does actually spell disaster for you, a sacrifice. So Craigo, Scott Steiner to one side. What have you been playing and buying over the last 2 weeks?
So on the Xbox, not a lot to be honest. I think last week I don't know if I'd finished my first playthrough of Door Gone or if I got halfway through or something, but I finished my first playthrough of Door Gone Boys, which took about, I don't know, like 3 hours, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Really good game. Would definitely recommend it to Pengals. Dave, you'd hate it.
Hell yeah.
But I finished it and I was like, oh, that completion, it's not too bad. A lot of collectibles. I knew Mac had a little guide video thing.
Of course he did.
So I did do a second playthrough with Macca's full game guide of 2.5 hours. It was actually quite fun, quite chill, relaxing. Just listening to Macca, just running through it. So I do now have that completion, boys, which is number 54.
Oh, nice. And how close are you to the fabled 2000k?
Well, that did take me over
200,000k.
190,000, Dave. So we're closing in. So yeah, I've finished that now. I uninstalled it, but it's very good. It's a very good little like Game Pass indie, little point and click adventure. And then from one point and click adventure to another one, Dave.
Sounds like hell, if I'm honest with you.
When the past was around, which is the name, was Games of Gold. This month or last month?
Last month.
Last month.
Well, no, it was July. Sorry, it was July.
Yeah. So I've claimed that, and I've started that. I don't think it's as good as Door Gone from what I've played so far. It's maybe a bit more kind of stripped back and more artsy. I've only done the prologue so far, but I am following not like a proper guide, but I am just like, if there's a missable achievement here, just do it here, so I don't have to do multiple playthroughs. But I have already had one achievement glitch on me, which is great, right?
That's what you want.
Yeah, for smashing 7 pots. I smashed the 7 pots, boys, and nothing happened. So I'm going to have to go back. There is chapter select in this, though, which is good. So I'm going to have to go back.
Because I feel I have the 1000G on that. Because weirdly, I played that on Xbox, I realised.
Oh, so you bought it?
I think I got a code for it. Because it's from the same team of like A Space Was Unbound, which I played this year, Coffee Talk 2 I played this year, and stuff like that. And I got a code obviously for Coffee Talk 2. So I got a code for it, and weirdly I'm sure I played it on Xbox.
Yeah, I'm just looking now. It's a strange price of £7.09. Don't know how they've got to that, but
they have.
that's what they're charging apparently. Don't know if I'd recommend spending £7.09 on it. I would just have got it for gold and got the completion, which is pretty much my plan. It's only like an hour or two, I want to say, looking at this. Does that sound about right, Chris?
Yeah.
So it won't take me long. And like I said, I'm going to have to go back to at least one chapter and get an achievement that I've been mugged off and not been given. And that is literally it for the Xbox. Not a lot. Still kind of in between games. Still haven't bought Star Wars yet. I still just keep forgetting to buy it, I think.
It's a weird one because like I too am like, I really want to play that game. And then I'm just like also not It's really strange. Like, and it's also, this is a thing. I don't know if you think like this way, Craig. I'm like, it's gonna come to EA Play eventually.
Oh, I don't think I can wait that
I'm
long.
like, I've already seen all the spoilers as well. Like I said that when it came out, like TikTok
Yeah.
ruined me. I've actually deleted Twitter in an attempt to cull some more social medias, but
Nice.
yeah, I too haven't bought that.
Yeah, so I mean, I will get that, and that will probably be my next big game once I finished just dabbling around with these kind of nonsense indies that I'm playing at the moment. And then we do have a pickup, boys. And obviously, it's not on Xbox.
Xbox. So where could
It's-
it be,
it's on the s-
Craig?
It's on the Switch,
My
boys.
God.
I finally was like, I just need to use this fucking thing, don't I? I was just like, I was just looking at it. I was like, I just need to use this thing.
So
Partly because of something which Dave will talk about later.
yeah, there's a behind the scenes reason, but we'll carry on.
Yeah. And I was looking at it and I was like, you know, maybe I don't want anything else. Maybe I should just use that. And I thought, oh, I need to buy something because, you know, I've come to a like point on Metroid Prime where I'm just like, I just need to walk away from this game and maybe come back to it one day, but we'll see. So I was like, I want a Mario game because obviously we've got a Mario game coming this year, and I've, you know, famously never beaten a Mario game, boys. We're never a platforming one. So I had a little look on. Is it Deku Deal? Is their website's called that everyone uses?
Yes, Nintendo one.
And I was like, oh, let's have a look, see what Mario games, see what prices we're looking at here. And Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury was on like 35, which is apparently matches the cheapest price it's ever been, according to Deku Deals, on Amazon as well. And I was like, well, that's just easy, isn't it? I've got Prime that will turn up the next day and I can play that. So that's what I did. I spent £35 on it. The dog tried to kill it when it got delivered.
Nice.
Luckily, Amazon's.
He saw there was cats in the game, and he was like, "I'm going to get that."
Yeah, it doesn't like cats, to be fair. Luckily, Amazon's flimsy cardboard envelope saved it, so that was quite fortunate. Otherwise, I would have to have stolen the case from somewhere, probably from Chris McGinley.
Right.
I'm sure he's got Switch cases.
I'm sure there's some from work you could have sourced that.
Yes. So yeah, I've been playing that. I've just literally before we started recording finished the second world, which is the like deserty world, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far. It is very good. Only real complaint is I do find the camera a little like hard to judge where you are in terms of space.
Yeah, you can tell that the first game was built for the 3DS, can't you?
Yeah. I think that's probably why. Yeah, it's not too bad for platforming, but when you're trying to like jump on the, is it Goombas they're called?
Goombas.
When you're trying to jump on Goombas or enemies, like I find myself missing and losing lives or losing my abilities because of like weird shit like that. But it's fine. Obviously it's not difficult. I don't know if it's get a lot more difficult. Yeah.
So the main thing the Mario games do now is like the main game you can beat pretty quickly and it's pretty doable. And then they go, cool, here's the real game. And then like they chuck all the special shit at you. And some of the final level is like an assault course, isn't it, Chris? The Champion's Road.
Yeah.
But you won't. I think Kirby pretty much does that.
Yeah.
The Kirby, the 3D one. Yeah.
Because you got to do Champions mode to unlock a character, haven't you? From what I remember.
Yeah, and I think you have to like beat like every level with like most of the characters. It gets pretty ridiculous, to be honest.
I've only used Mario so far.
It might be more enjoyable to use the other ones because they all have different abilities.
Yeah, they can all jump different.
Yeah, and like Toad's quicker and like stuff like that. Like obviously Peach is pretty good. If you're having trouble landing jumps, I would recommend Peach because she can float, which is pretty fun.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's definitely worth trying different characters. They all have different strengths, and Mario may not be the one for you.
Okay. Our little play around tonight when I'm playing. So maybe try some of the other characters. And see how that goes. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully, this is the catalyst, boys, for the what's this? The third comeback of the Switch now.
It never dies.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, it just keeps going. It should be nice, right? Because I mean, I do enjoy playing it handheld in bed. That's only how I've played this game so far is handheld in bed. I've not played on the screen because if I'm playing it on the big screen, I'm going to play the Xbox. So.
You've got the Pro controllers, right? The like slip on.
The
Hori Pro Pads, the split pad
Hori,
pros.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I can't use the Joy Cons or whatever
Right.
they're called.
Next
They're
time you come over
awful.
mine, you should try out the. I've got the mini ones they did, and
Yeah.
I think it's the perfect balance.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the best ones. But yeah, we'll have to. Next time you come round, you'll have to have a play. I think you'd enjoy
Yeah.
it. But yeah,
Yeah. I
Switch.
definitely. Yeah. I couldn't play it without the Switch had pros because God, it's the things are too small. My poor little thumbs, Dave.
I think the Joy Cons are the worst controllers they've ever made, and I
Yeah,
I
they're
find
pretty bad.
like, yeah, you couldn't. I don't think you could persuade me to ever be excited for it. But yeah,
How anyone could play handheld with them is just beyond me.
yeah, the only way I like them when you split them in two and like you're on a plane. Like so me and my partner will play like Overcooked.
Yeah.
But like that's it. Like I can't stand the things. I hate the games that only use it. It's kind of why I haven't pre-ordered the new WarioWare because it looks really fun. But like I've long since lost the wrist strap things that make them somewhat usable. Like they
Yeah.
have like extra buttons on the top. Like I have no idea what mine are. So I'm just like, you know what? Like I'll stick to either if I'm gonna play it on the TV, it's with a Pro controller for sure. But yeah, was that all for you, Craigo?
That is it.
Okay, we'll go on to me before we get to the biggest of dogs. So the what we were alluding to, me and Craig, is that I'm officially completely done with Final Fantasy 16. I can't take it anymore. It's just too boring, and I've completely lost interest. So that was done, and I kind of then had the realization that I just don't need the PS5 anymore. Like, there's nothing I want to play on it. I've kind of finished everything I want to do. I'm not getting a lot of time to game, so I just kind of want to cut something. Like something has to go. Like I just can't have all this stuff here. Like I can't afford it. Like there's all these reasons. So I've decided I'm selling my PS5, and of course I offered it to Craig first, for a very reasonable friend's mate price. I think is fair to say.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but Craig has decided, probably rightly, to play a Switch instead. Um, so I'll sell the PS5 for other means. But I have got rid of a lot of PS5 stuff. I got rid of my Pulse headset for quite a reasonable profit. All of the games have gone now. I've got 2 controllers I need to flog, and then I'll get rid of the console. Eventually, again, it was a console I won, so I'm not like I'll get like 300-400 quid off it if Craig doesn't buy it. Like I'm not really fast. Like
I was
it's
going to say you
profit.
picked a bad time to sell it when they've just price cut the consoles.
To be honest with you, it's why it's going because I'm like I can't hold off for the Pro
Mm.
model or the slim model,
Mm.
right? So I'm just like, I said to Craig, like, if he doesn't want it, I'll just Music Magpie it for 300 and it's gone. Like, it's fine.
Yeah,
Doesn't bother me.
when you've literally got it for free, like you don't really care.
Right. So it's like for me, it's just getting me out of my overdraft. I don't really care. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't have enough time to play 3 consoles and my PC. My PC is always going to have Football Manager, which is going to take up a significant time. And yeah, so that's one side. The PS5 era of Dave is done. It's just Chris now, and again, like even I don't even think Chris is like so in love with it really, but I'm sure Chris can talk about that at a later date. So what I've been playing on Xbox, I think I started Hoa last time we talked, and I've now finished Hoa. I'm actually missing 2 achievements for some reason, but I finished the game, so I don't know why they haven't logged. But to be honest with you, I cannot be bothered to redo the level that they're asking for. I think it's one. It's like literally finish a level, so I don't really know why. I've got like 800, but
You've
whatever.
probably just got to replay the last level without getting
You know
hit
what?
by the robot.
I think you're right, but like I can't be bothered to do that backwards section again because it literally.
That last level is it
Oh,
comes out
dude,
of
it
nowhere,
made me
doesn't
feel
it?
so sick, and it doesn't have any kind of like mid-level checkpoint, so like you have to do it all in one sitting, and I very rarely get a 30 minutes that I'm willing to free up for that. Like if I've got 30 minutes, I want to play a game I'm enjoying. So, but yeah, it was for a Games for Gold, like one of the last ones. It was fine. Like it's a good achievement game. It killed an evening. Like it was cool. Like I chatted to you while I did it. Like it was cool. Like it was all right. But that's really been it. I've dabbled a little bit on Xbox, but nothing that's worth me talking about. So I'm just going to move on from the Xbox. On the Switch, I too have gone back to the Switch. I know that I've talked about how I've been playing a lot more Switch because I've been out and about more, and I've been playing handheld a lot. So I'm still playing Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I am on World 3. I'm kind of like 100%ing it, to be honest with you. So like I'm like 20 hours in. I think I'm not even I think it says I'm 46% through the game in my save files. So that's still got plenty more time to go. I absolutely adore this game. I think it is probably the most underrated Nintendo exclusive I might have ever played. Like it's starting to get in like Paper Mario Color Splash territory for me now. Like I genuinely think it's an incredibly fun game that's really well made and like it's just perfect for handheld. Like it's such a perfect handheld game, and it's kind of difficult and it's kind of not, and it's like it's good. It's a really good game. Like it's constantly on sale, so like if you see it for around £25, I think it's completely worth that price.
Yeah, those games are always cheap. Like the first
It's
one's like a
Ubisoft.
tenner or £15. Like
Yeah, and like I like the first one. Like I said to you before, like I think the first one plus the DLC is like a 7.58 out of 10 game, whereas I think this is like an 8.59 out of 10. Like I think it's a really good game. And if there's ever a shortage of games on the Switch, and you want that handheld experience, I think Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope is perfect. So I've been playing that. In terms of pickups on the Switch, I've picked up 2 games. I have picked up Pikmin 4, which I got for £40. I have not touched it yet because I'm finishing Sparks of Hope. So I know Chris will talk about Pikmin 4 at length when we get to him, but I haven't played it yet. I really enjoyed the demo, so I was like, you know what, like this is a series they are always trying to push, so let's see if I can really get into it with this one. So that one's there, and again, I'll probably lend that to Craig at some point, and I know he'll give it a go as well, and then we'll be dandy. And I got a digital purchase I bought for 0 real money. It was however many coins I got. Burnout Paradise remastered on the Switch, because I wanted the side racing game, right? That me and Craig always talk about, the secondary racing game. Played about 2 hours of it so far. The game is still exactly the amount of fun I remember it being. It looks pretty good on Switch. Runs really well. Online works fine. Like I really like it. It's really fun to play Burnout Paradise because I haven't properly played that game, like properly since it came out. Probably the PS3 version is the last time I played like a good extent of Burnout Paradise. So like it's been really fun to play that game. I really miss Burnout. And yeah, if you've got coins or you've got a fiver, like the digital version of Burnout Paradise is absolutely worth it if you want to play a racing game in bed. Works really well with the Hori controllers as well. Like it's a really fun time. So I've been playing that, and the only other Switch game I've been playing, funnily enough, and I remember we talked about this on the podcast. I got this like just before it came to Game Pass in like a sale. So I got like a weird deal on it, and then I got like a partial refund for it, and but it's still here. So I've been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise on my Switch. Now I wish the game would just transfer my save, but in reality, I was not very far on the single player at all because I just played it in co-op with Craig and no one else. So I've just been playing some Monster Hunter Rise in bed on my Switch, and yeah, works great. Runs surprisingly well actually on Switch.
Oh, it's a fantastic like third party.
Yeah, it's a
like,
really
Switch
good
game.
port. It looks fantastic on the Switch handheld. Obviously, I'd only have the original launch Switch, but it still looks really good. And excuse me, yeah, it's been fun. It's been really fun. So I've just been playing that like a little bit casually on the Switch. And of course, we can't talk about the Switch without me saying yes, I have in fact been playing more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The game will never die, Craig. The game will never die. I think I'm on 60 hours now on this version, as well as the 140 I played on the Wii U. And yeah, if you
I
have,
need to put that back in actually because obviously I played it quite a bit when I got the Switch straight away, and it is great shit. And I've only done one of the course packs, I think.
and
So
we're
I
on
need to
5 now, so like we'll get an evening, like
yeah.
maybe next week. Like I've got a free house coming up, so maybe I'll bring you over and we can play some Mario Kart. But like, yeah, Mario Kart's fun. Me and Chris played it a couple of weeks ago online, and it worked really well. It was really fun. Like it's definitely one of those. If you want a secondary racing game in bed, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is, especially because you haven't really played it. Like even just if you're going to go through the Grand Prix, because I did that earlier in the year, and I got the gold cart. Like that took me like 20 hours. So like if you want that little bit of love when you're lying in bed, then yeah, Mario Kart 8 is still great. Who knew? But yeah, other than that, no PC purchases. I'm still on like the last level of Vanquish. I just need to get to it. I've just been really busy. And yeah, haven't bought any games. So that's all good. So, Pengi,
Yes.
tell us what you've been up to, my boy.
Right. So on PlayStation, I've bought nothing.
Hurrah!
But I played and finished in one sitting Oxenfree 2.
And how was Oxenfree 2, Pengi?
It's better than After Party, their night school second game.
God, that game was awful.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
that
the
was
hype for
pretty
that, and
awful.
then I was like, oh, is it any good? And you two were like, no. I was like, oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
it really wasn't.
Yeah, it's better than that. But not as good as the first one. Like, the problem sort of is like the setup for this one. Like, you play as a new character, Riley, really good like VO and stuff like that, who doesn't obviously know what's like going on the island. But as you as the player, if you've already played the first one, you know like what's coming and everything. So it does lack something in the story department, and it felt shorter as well because you've only really got like one sort of like objective is you got to go plant these transmitters thing. You can do them in any order, and from what I got from the game, if you'd done something first, it would have changed something somewhere else on the map. But they're all really easy to get to. Don't really take long. It's like I know the first one's shorter. Like if you look on how long to beat and stuff, but it's just with only like that one objective, and there's only sort of like 2 or 3 characters to interact with, Riley and I can't even remember what the guy's name is. That's what like shows like thing thing, and then you got Eleanor on the like walkie-talkie you talk to and stuff like that. And like it's still got the really cool atmosphere and the music and things like that, but if it lacks what the first game had.
I only have one question, Chris.
Yes.
You said you had no pickups.
Yes.
So how did you play Oxenfree 2?
I bought it on my PS.
Oh, so you did have a pickup.
Well,
As we've
and
established,
I bought
Chris,
this-
digital pickups are indeed pickups.
Yeah. So how much was that one, Chris?
I honestly can't remember because I pre-ordered it when it was on the. It was
You're
on a
actually going to
sale.
make me look this up, Chris? Is this what we're doing?
No, I bought it on a sale because it was on in the PlayStation Plus. You get the PlayStation Plus discount on
So
pre-orders.
it's 10%
Dave.
off pre-orders, yeah.
Yeah, it's 10% off pre-orders.
So find out what
And
the
I
price is and
think-
take 10% off.
So it's $18.99 according to this, Davey. So
So
we'll
you
go for what we've
Take £2 off, so $16.99.
Yep.
Plus,
Yeah, 16.
also, I pre-ordered it ages ago, so technically it would have been a pickup before.
No, Chris, because you wouldn't have
last
you wouldn't
week's
have
episode.
counted it then, so we're going to count it now.
Yeah, okay.
Your shenanigans,
But-
Chris. Your
Well, that was
shenanigans.
PlayStation.
Okay.
So PlayStation was Oxenfree 2, nothing else. Okay.
So what you're saying is it really wasn't worth your £17.
Not really, no.
Nah.
So bear in mind,
maybe
bear in
I
mind you
should-
could have bought Burnout Paradise 4 times on the Switch for that.
I could have. I could have just played it on Xbox through EA Play.
You could have.
Mm.
Correctly. You could have got a whole year of EA Play on PlayStation
Mm.
for that, almost.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah, but I really like the first one. Like the first one's about, like
Yeah.
really good top.
Did it not
tier
come to
in-
Game Pass or something? Or
Yeah, I've actually played the first one on 3 different systems.
wow, that
Yeah.
seems
Yeah, I think I played it when it was on Game Pass. I actually
Yeah.
quite liked it.
Oxenfree
But
2.
not enough to buy the
Weirdly,
second one.
Oxenfree 2 has skipped Xbox. It's on PlayStation.
Oh
Switch,
yes, no, I
PC,
remember all the drama.
And
And
yeah.
Netflix.
and
Yeah, 'cause
Netflix.
it's owned by Netflix, isn't it? And it's a rival cloud company. Okay, yeah, yep. It's all going in now.
Yeah, so I played it on PlayStation, which only got like 26% of the trophies as well. And this has a bug trophy somewhere. I think no one's got the platinum, or the platinum's like 0.0002% or something, sort of thing. So, Craig talking about bugs achievements. There is bug trophies somewhere. I just played the game, and whatever trophies I got is what I got, and it's like 26% or something like that. So
I'm sure that's music to Dave's ears.
Right.
Although he's done with the PlayStation now, so yeah.
yeah, I passed his completion and stuff as well. So
Yeah, I don't need to play any crap games to catch up.
Yeah.
yes, so
Right.
then
After the PlayStation thing, was after you said
so on the Switch, 2 pickups. One's not really a game, but it's the Nintendo thing. I bought the Pyra and Mithra double pack Smash Bros. Amiibo.
Okay.
I have no idea what you just said, but how much was it?
I think they were 35, or were they 30 days?
I think they're 30. I think $29.99.
I think they're sold out everywhere and already being scalped and stuff because people love Nintendo stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
What was your other pickup then, Chris?
And my other pickup is already been picked up, finished, and sold since the last episode, and that was Pikmin 4.
And how much was that?
I paid 42 for it, and I sold it for 40. So woo, £2, you could say.
So plus 42, okay.
But the minus 40, I just got from selling it right away.
Yeah, I don't know
I
about
don't
that.
think the net spend cup is actually a thing.
Well, yeah. So anyway, since the last episode, this has been the main thing I've been playing, and that was obviously Pikmin 4, which, going back to the Mario chat and the Kirby chat, it does the similar thing. Like, the first part of the game is really easy. Sort of this is a breeze. It took me like 12 hours to see the first credits, get through the first 4 zones, sort of thing, and then it ramps up the challenge in the next 2 zones, and I think I put 19 hours in total of like the story in this little like side story thing with a returning character, which is like another hour and a half and stuff like that. So maybe like 20 hours put into Pikmin 4. Yeah, it's good Pikmin action. Like the new character was not a new character, but like the sort of gimmick in this one is you've now got a dog called Ochi, who can like sniff out treasure, and there's other people crash land on the planet who can sniff out like them, so you can go get them, and like if you need certain like you need a poison Pikmin, the white ones, you can use him to do that. And like the Pikmin carry like treasures and fruits and stuff, and they don't. One Pikmin equals one thing, and a orange needs 10 Pikmin thing. Well, Ochi can do 10 on his own because he's a big dog, and you can level him up and stuff like that. So and it looks really good on the Switch because it's like realistic environments and stuff like that. But weirdly, it's like just feels like more Pikmin. I don't know how much you've played of it, Dave.
I've played the demo.
Okay. Yeah. It just feels like, like obviously you get like a COD or something every year, and it's like, oh, it's COD, and it looks better, and they've added anything. It kind of feels like that, even though the last Pikmin game was like 10 years ago.
Yes, it's a strange one, right?
It's like
because
really,
it's just a better version of it, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
like
it's just a better version. They've not like added anything. Well, they have. They've added the dog. But if you go from a Zelda to a Zelda, they're different, or even the Mario things, like if you go from Sunshine to Galaxy and that sort of thing, where it's just like us Pikmin to Pikmin. It's just there's been such a long gap. It's like, oh, cool, it's good to be back in like the Pikmin universe, sort of thing.
But I don't really know what you can do though. If it's Pikmin, it's going to be Pikmin.
No, that's
isn't
the
it?
thing.
Like,
It's like
they can't really reinvent Pikmin at this point.
No, like they've got the new camera angle where it's like almost behind the shoulder of your character, and you make your own sort of character as well instead of like playing as Olimar and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it's good Pikmin fun, really. I still think 3's most probably the best.
I think 3 is in the context of the Wii U because the dual screen works really well with 3. Like I think I had 3 Deluxe and I didn't like it that much because it doesn't really fit the Switch quite as well. But from what I played of the demo of this, it was pretty fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it, and I'll probably lend it to Craig should he want to play it, because I think he'll probably quite enjoy it after his little Tinykin adventure and the other one you played, Wild Hearts.
Especially some of the especially some of the well, I think it's in the demo, and it's like the prologue, and like the later sort of zone is actually kind of like
Tinykin. The demo's like really good
room
as well, by the way. Like if you do get bored, Craig, the demo is a very, very good demo. I think the save carries over. So
I think the demo's just the prologue or something.
Yeah, it's the Olimar section.
Yeah, so that's good. So that is
Tinykin, yeah.
Which one of us? I've played it. I played it with you on headset, and then something else came out, and as per usual with the Xbox indies, I didn't go back because Xbox indies. To be honest with you, and this is sorry to cut you off, Peggy. The problem I have with Xbox indies is they would all be perfect for the Switch or the Steam Deck, and I've got such a short attention span with Game Pass. It really is a problem. Like it's such a problem because there's just too much choice. So I'm less sat there and I'm like, I'll start panicking and go, you know what, this is fun, and then I'll get home from work and I'll be like, I'm not really in the mood to think or to like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'll just turn on Halo Infinite's multiplayer, or I'll play realistically a racing game, and it's kind of my issue. It's a very Dave problem, but yeah. If I saw Tinykin for like £4 or £5 in a Nintendo sale, I'd probably get it and try it on that instead. Same with Cassette Beasts. Another perfect handheld game, but yeah. Anyway, carry on, Pinky.
Yeah, so that is the like Nintendo thing, Pikmin 4 and some Amiibo. So that's been Nintendo.
Any other console purchases, Pinky?
So on Xbox, this is that Xbox, I've been playing Crash Team Rumble.
How did you play that then, Chris?
So how I played this was I had £10 worth of reward points in Xbox, yeah. So I got a £10 voucher. Then I went on to CD keys and I bought another voucher. And then that's how I downloaded and purchased this for a download.
Yeah, so you did pick this one up then. So we count that as a pickup. How much was this then, Chris?
So this cost me also as in
just how much was
money?
the game? Just how much was the game? Come on, this is.
Well, the game is £24.99.
There we go. We're saying 25.
But obviously, it's a £10 voucher.
Nah, £25. There we go. Sorted.
Wait. So Dave,
it's already in the calculator now.
I mean, Chris, if you're going to try and turn us, I mean, you can add the £5 to whatever I've spent this week if you want. So that's £45. There you go. If that's what you need.
It's not my fault. Xbox gave me £10.
Well, I mean, it is because otherwise they wouldn't have just given it to you, would you? You would have received it for an action that you have done, Chris.
Oh,
anyway, yeah, Chris, how was Crash Team Rumble?
Crash Team Rumble. I've basically only been playing the last 2 nights, so I've put 8 hours in already. It is so fun. Sort of thing. I think I got like 865 of the game store is well already. It's really good. I'm just playing as Torna mainly at the moment, trying to get because there's an achievement to leveling up your character, which is level 15. I think I'm level 7 at the moment, and it's just a really fun, simple multiplayer time where you run around, collect your Wumpa Fruit, deliver them back to your base, and get some gems, get some. It's a thing. It's like a.
So is this like a PvP? I have no idea what this is.
No, it's
PvP
so
sort of thing.
It's a 4-on-4 team thing. It's basically a MOBA, but
right,
like.
Okay.
A dumb.
It's supposed to be really fun. It's just unfortunately it's one of those games. I feel like they were like, right, well, this is going to come straight to Game Pass because they're going to buy us, so it's fine. And then that hasn't happened, and like, oh god, we have to charge for this. Oh Christ! And then it's just going to die, sadly.
Yeah, weirdly, I think they played it on Kind of Funny.
They did, and they liked it as well.
Did.
Andy's talked really highly of it, and it's just
like a really fun 4-on-4. You don't have to pick classes because I've played some games where like we've had 4 scorers playing and like 3 people playing as like Crash because he's Crash and stuff like that, sort of thing. But yeah, it's just like a really like a dumbed down like MOBA. There's no lanes or any of that thing. You got your 2. You got your goal. They've got their goal. Get the Wumpa Fruit in the goal. The other team tries to stop you getting the fruit in, and you got do the same. If you're playing as a blocker, you're better at attacking the enemies. If you scorer, you're quicker and stuff like that. And that sort of thing.
So it's a MOBA for non-weirdo PC people. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yes.
So this could be something that's fun for us to play when it comes to Game Pass, maybe.
I would be very much up for it. I mean, I'm up for all of the Crash games when it comes to Game Pass, to be honest.
So weirdly, I'm having a great time with this. It reminds me, you remember a few years ago where I bought Rocket Arena or whatever it was called from EA?
Oh yeah, that weird third-person shooter thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that I got really into for a couple of weeks and sort of thing. Yeah, this year's version of that.
Maybe this is where you go pro, Chris. Chris can be a pro Crash Team Rumble.
The first day I played it was like a mid-afternoon, so I don't know how many people were playing it. But then people playing it at like 11 o'clock in or whatever in the afternoon might be like hardcore thing. But I have had quite a few like play of the games or sort of thing if you copy a Overwatch thing. But then I had a stint where I was playing as Cat Bat because there's an achievement, win a game with that character, you get the achievement, and I must have lost like 6 games in a row as Cat Bat, and then I changed back to Torna, play of the game right away. So yeah.
So
Lovely.
you're torn and natural. Anything else on Xbox, Thingy?
And I have a pickup on Xbox though.
Your second pickup, yep.
Okay, I have a second here, and that is Star Wars Survivor.
Yay!
Yay! One of us actually bought it.
Right.
Yeah.
Chris is playing.
How much was that one, Pengy?
This one I traded in God of War Ragnarok on PlayStation 4 for
Okay.
it.
How much is the game, Pengy?
It was £47.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
but
actually not bad. What was that in game?
That was in game. Yep.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
As
Yeah,
in the new game, or as in the before it shut down game?
No, the new game and
The
because
sport
the new
game direct, as I'm going to call it.
Yeah, and they were giving extra trade in for like I think it's up until the 1st of August sort of thing. So they gave more trade in than empty games and CX sort of thing. So I actually had to pay £10 cash towards it after my trade ins, which included God of War Ragnarok, because they're never ever fixing that trophy. So I'm always going to be stuck on 97% on that game.
That is a crime, isn't it? An absolute crime. What
Absolute
Chris
crime.
is one actual platinum that's legit, and he's never going to get it.
Well, I got
Right.
Last of Us part remake. That's
Yeah, no one cares about that.
Yeah, that's easy.
And I got
It's just play the game.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's
I
not
got
difficult,
Spider-Man.
Chris, come on.
But
You're
God of
embarrassing
War's
yourself now,
difficult.
Chris.
Yeah. So then, so I've like right, I can get extra trade in. I can trade this in, and yeah.
So a tenner for Star Wars is pretty good, in fairness. Have you started it at all yet, or is it just waiting?
No, it's installed.
Nice.
Waiting to go.
Is that it on Xbox, Pengy?
That is it on Xbox.
Any Evercade?
So Evercade, I have a pickup.
Okay.
Yes, I've bought an Evercade XP.
Oh, is that like Microsoft XP, Windows XP?
No, it's not like that.
Oh.
It is the more premium handheld that they did or done.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
How much was that?
It was cheaper than it was to buy it off Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know that 40 quid that I got from Pikmin, yeah? Yeah.
Right.
I took that 40 quid.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I reinvested it in this Evercade XP.
Right, so it's exactly £40.
No, it's £90.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Plus 90. You're going to love this final tally when we get to it, Dave, because it's quite big already.
Really?
So how was your Evercade XP then, Pengy? You played it much yet?
I've only played a little bit of it, and I've only played the built-in games, because it came with 2 cartridges. So it came with the Toplan cartridge and the Imrin thing. One's got like R-Type and stuff on it, and I can't think what the other one's got on it off the top of my head. But it's got 18 Capcom games built in, so I've really just been messing around with the Capcom games that are built in, and playing some of the shooters and stuff like that, because you can play this game in tape. You can play the Evercade XP in tape mode.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously play your shooter in that sort of mode. I don't recommend playing Street Fighter 2 in that mode. It just looks really weird. But yeah, playing vertical shooters in that mode is kind of neat to have on a system. I know the Vita did it a couple of times on like pinball games and stuff. If you remember, Dave, where you could like play that mode and have it for like that on pinball games. So yeah, play some of the shooters like Bat. With the XP, you also got like the online features, so you got the monthly game. But I just played that on the Versus sort of thing. So when August games come, I will mostly play that on the XP. The quality is over the original Evercade, but not as quite as I thought it was going to be. I thought the screen would have been a bit bigger than it was. I think the screen's like the same size. I'm not 100% sure without having an original Evercade in my hands, sort of thing. I think you would love it, Dave.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anything else, Chris? Any other
No, that's
madness?
That's it. Yeah.
So, Dave, we are in backlog season for Chris Pengenny, right?
Allegedly so, yes.
So you would think in backlog season you wouldn't be buying many games or spending much money, right?
That's what that would be implied to be.
So that was £251.
£251.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Chris.
In 2 weeks.
But
I'm
did you
sure
minus?
last no. I'm sure last time it was like 160 or something like that. It's just endless, isn't it? It's just chaos.
See, I think don't think look at that 200 quid, 210 quid. I look at it, it's like 40, then like 10, then like
No.
30.
No,
Then
I've done the maths, Chris, and the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for your
30.
bank balance. Is what I'm looking at right
and
here.
then 10. So, yeah.
£251 gone.
Yeah.
But at least that's everything, Pengles. At least that's you done.
Yes.
Right, well that's that done. So Pengy. So let's move on to the actual topic of the show. 41 minutes in.
I only played 3 games.
So you managed to drag out your 36 minutes of you. Me and Craig were like, yeah, bought this, played this, lovely, great, fantastic. My girlfriend's storming out of the room. She's had enough. She thought I'd be done in a minute. No, Chris Pengelly. So let's talk about the topic of the show. Tots. It's a classic one. Craig is going to talk us through what's coming out in August, and we're going to give our very valid and nuanced opinions for it.
Right, boys. Yes, August. This is the classic Game Informer list, which I'm sure you two will bitch and moan and complain about, but that is fine.
Yes.
And what we're going to start on, boys, is on August 3rd. This is one that I know Chris is very excited about, but it's only coming to PC first. That is Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, I am actually kind of excited for this, but it is coming to PC a month before it comes to PlayStation.
Which is sad, because PC sucks, right?
Yeah, and also, we could have played it 3 years ago, starting in early access, on Stadia. So
I was about to say, like, this has been a thing for a long, long time.
Yeah, it's been in early access for 3 years. It was.
So I actually played it in early access on Stadia.
Did you like it, Dave, or were you like, this is the most PC shit I've ever?
It's so boring. Like, my friend Damon bought me Divinity 2 for my birthday. And I mean, thank you, Damon. Should you listen to me? I shouldn't be ungrateful. And I think I got about an hour in on Steam Deck, and I was like, this is so tedious. I also died, like, in the tutorial. Like, I got literally like tricked into being killed in the tutorial, and I was like, oh god. And then it was so slow. And
these isometric PC RPG things just do absolutely nothing for me. I don't know about you two, but God.
Like 20 years ago when I had nothing else to play, like, sure, I'll play Fallout 2, but like, dude, like, there is way, like, life is way too quick to be playing games like that now. Like, you know what I mean? There is far too much going on to be playing games like that.
Yeah. But Chris, you're gonna buy it, and we'll see how it goes, right?
I don't know if I will, because it is digital only, and it's 60 quid for the standard version, I believe, and then it's like 65 for the digital deluxe version, where you get 72 hours early access.
That's a lot for a game you're going to play for about 5 hours, to be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. So there is no hope for Baldur's Gate 3. That's sad.
A sell, maybe.
If it comes to Xbox Game Pass, I'll give it 10 minutes and then remember why.
You'll unlock one achievement and it'll be there forever, Dave.
Yeah. Made a character.
Moving on to August 8th. I don't know what this is, but I'm just going to say it because the name makes me laugh. Gourd. Coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox X/S and PC. What the fuck is Gourd, Pengles?
I believe Team 17's the publisher, but that's all I can tell you.
Sad.
We won't be getting that then. Next game, Craigie.
On the same day, boys, coming to everything, including the PlayStation 4, is WrestleQuest, this is the wrestling RPG game.
People are hyped for this. People have been really looking forward to this. If this review's well, I might pick it up myself. Is it on Switch?
It is on Switch. It's on everything, Dave, including the PlayStation 4 and PC. So
I feel like
Steam Deck. This could be Switch.
I
This
feel
could be
like
whatever you want it to be.
playing it in bed could be a good idea. So Steam Deck or Switch
Yeah.
could be a fine move.
Is it on Game Pass?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Probably would definitely give it a go on Game Pass. Yeah,
It's a review well, it's one of those. If it's like an 8, then I'd probably like, you know what, it could be the gateway drug into getting a little bit back into wrestling.
There you go. There's hope, boys.
Right.
Moving on to August 10th.
You missed also on August the 8th the PlayStation port of Tower of Fantasy.
I did skip over that. I had no idea what it is. Maybe enlighten me.
It's basically a Genshin Impact clone.
Oh, I couldn't care less. Moving on. August 10th, coming to Xbox S/S and Xbox One is Stray from Annapurna.
But is it also coming to Game Pass or not?
No, you have to buy this with your real money, Dave.
It's a hard no from Dave, but you two would probably like it. I mean, did you play? You played it, Chris?
I played on PlayStation. It's fine. I don't really get the fuss. The cat is cool.
It's a Craig Game Pass Craig game.
Is it an easy platinum?
Yes, all but one achievement.
Be. Yeah.
But there is a Macca guide, so you'll be fine, Craig.
Okay. Maybe when this inevitably comes
there's
to
a
Game
speed
Pass.
level section where you have to do it quickly. You'll be fine. Just follow Macca's guide.
In Macca we trust.
In Macca we trust.
But on the same day, boys, another game which starts with Stray. That is Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, which really doesn't roll off the tongue, which is coming to everything, including the PlayStation 4. Pengles, you're happy about this, right?
Yes, I'm happy. It's just not coming to PC because I really didn't want to play a game on PC.
It does say PC here, though.
Yeah, but I'm not playing it on PC. I'm going to go play it on the console.
That makes sense. That's what all sensible human beings do. You have this on Fantasy as well, right? So you want some points to try and redeem some.
You've been so poor in your choices this year, haven't you?
Yeah. So I don't know which console I'm going to, because weirdly it's not coming to Game Pass. Yeah, it's a humble game, and nearly all their games come to Game Pass.
Yeah.
And like launch straight into Game Pass. So I don't really know what's going on there. Maybe they need to get like sales right away because of the voice cast. They got to pay Troy Baker.
I mean, it not coming to Game Pass is a bit of a red flag for me. So I'm I'm gonna.
You need to watch the trailer for this, Dave, because it will shock you in ways you won't expect.
Yeah.
It didn't look great to me.
It's not. I mean, to be honest with you, like I know nothing about the game, but if it's a humble bundle game coming to everything that isn't coming directly to Game Pass, like it sounds like it could well be like a bit of a flop. But for Pengles' reputation, I hope not.
I'm going the other way. It's not going to be a flop. It's going to be a surprise indie hit.
I mean, I hate musicals, at the best of times, but a game musical, I'm ready.
What have I got Mike Minali to sing some of the songs?
That might do it for me.
Yeah.
Only if he plays his little flute thing, though.
Yeah.
But the next day, coming to PSVR 2 is House Flipper. Are you going to be playing that, Pengles?
No, but did you miss Atlas Fallen on the 10th?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I think it's like a third-person action RPG.
Yeah, isn't it like a Souls thing?
I don't think it's quite a Souls thing. I think it's one of the, not THQ, but one of those sort of things that's owned by the Embracer Group. I think it's one of them.
Focus.
Games.
Published by Focus.
Focus, yeah. Hey, they publish like a Playtale and stuff. They do publish an odd good game
by
here and
Deck 13 Interactive. Does that mean anything to you? I don't know.
It actually does. What did they make?
They made The Surge, didn't they?
Yeah, which means this is probably another Souls-like.
Yeah, Souls-like. You're right. You skip over that then.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen and The Surge. Yeah, it's going to be a Souls-like.
Yeah, House Flipper Penguin. Are you playing that?
No.
No, because you saw the PSVR 2. Moving on.
Shots
one that Dave might like on the 15th. Moving Out 2. See you and Chloe. This is like an Overcooked sort of thing, right?
Yeah, Moving Out 1's pretty fun. I believe Moving Out 1 has been consistently Game Pass though, so if Moving Out 2 is not Game Pass, that will probably stop it. But it's good to see another one of them. They're always fun multiplayer co-op games.
sorry to butt in again, but on the 11th you missed Pico Arcade Collection 1 for the Evercade and the Sydney Hunter Collection for the Evercade.
Yeah, no, Game Informer does not recognise the Evercade as a real console, unfortunately, because yeah,
And you missed Madden, but yeah,
I wouldn't play Madden.
no.
What?
But, yeah.
On to the 17th for Chris Mengele. Vampire Survivors. You gonna buy that on your Switch because it's like £2, isn't it?
No, I'm not buying.
They've added co-op, so like I'm tempted.
There you go, Chris. You can play co-op with Dave.
Yeah, not fussed whatsoever. And it's on Game Pass, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not
but it's like
without
£2, isn't
without
it?
co-op,
Like...
I think, unless they're adding that to Game Pass as well.
I've still not tried this. I should probably try it.
You'd like it, but it's perfect for handheld.
Yeah. It's on everything now. And it's on like mobile and shit.
It's on mobile, Steam Deck, everything.
And there's lots of clones in there now of it.
There always is.
It's always clones. Moving on to the 18th, and this is coming to Game Pass, I think, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is also coming to everything else, including the PlayStation 4. This is like an isometric Dead by Daylight sort of multiplayer thing, I believe.
Yes.
Is it isometric or is it asymmetric?
Asymmetric. That's what
I was going to say isometric is a very different game. That sounds interesting. I'm so bored of these games. Why is there so many of these fucking games?
I know there was a Friday the 13th one, which is apparently actually quite good, but I never played. I did play a little bit of Dead by
and Ghostbusters and
the Friday the 13th
What's going on?
Actually getting delisted, and they've unlocked all the content and stuff.
Yeah. Evil Dead as well. They do an Evil Dead one.
Possibly. Yeah, that might not have been out yet. I'm not sure.
God knows.
But
yeah, not for me.
Not for Dave, as it's horror.
Well, not even that. Like, I haven't got 5 friends that regularly play online. Well, I don't. Like, it's one of those. Like, it's not for us, is it? Like, this game would have been great when I was at uni, but like, no. I
think it's a good Game Pass being like
yeah. There'll be people playing it. Like, that was kind of the problem with Predator. I think it was a fun game, but it cost money. My only hope for that would have been the Ghostbusters one they did, but again, like, I wasn't really convinced I'd play it enough to pay money for it. So, but yeah, there we go. We move.
Moving on to August 22nd, boys, and this is coming to current gen only and PC if you're into that sort of thing, and that is Immortals of Avium, which I think is that E3 Doom Shadow Warrior thing, right?
It is the EA first-person magic shooter. Yeah.
Interested to see how this goes because, this is a weird-looking game.
It is the definition of EA Play fodder. I'm afraid. Like, it's probably quite a high-quality game, but it's going to be swimming in sevens if it's lucky, and it is going to be a fun-ass time when it comes to Game Pass eventually.
Yeah, and this is in 6 months or so, that maybe.
Yeah. I'm always surprised we still haven't got Wild Hearts on EA Play yet.
Because that was February.
Yeah, they do trickle it out pretty slow, and they just did all the sports games, so that'll be like the next big thing. I think that's the pattern they do have with EA Play.
Yeah, because that was one that I would be keen on, like playing on when it's added to EA Play.
It's like we say all the time. You'd give it a go, wouldn't you? For it being on Game Pass, but yeah, sadly, I think this game, if it'd come out earlier in the year, maybe I think people would have been interested. But I think it's just gonna fall to the wayside as soon as September rolls around.
I can't see many people spending much of their hard-earned money on that, to be honest with you. But on the same day, boys, coming to everything but not the PC, because fuck PC, is Smurfs Kart. Which I'm assuming is a Smurfs clone of Mario Kart.
It's a Smurfs Kart racing game, and it's probably going to be Game of the Year, Craig, if I'm honest.
It's been on Switch for a while.
Oh, okay. This is a port, is it?
Yeah.
What's the Switch review then, Pengy? Have you played it? Have we bought it?
I've not played it. I've not bought it. I've not played it. I think it had no online multiplayer from what I remember.
Correct.
From a review.
It's microids, so it is just literally the exact same game as the Nickelodeon one and the Garfield one. It's fine. Like, it is fine. The
Switch still a thing. Do kids still watch Smurfs?
Yeah, apparently so. The Switch version comes with 2 sticker boards and a Papa Smurf patch.
Crikey. Well, that's the place to get it then, boys. Don't get it on the Xbox
12
or the
tracks taken
PlayStation.
from the Smurfs universe. 12 playable Smurfs.
The only thing, if you played it on PlayStation or Xbox, it could be easy platinum or achievements.
It's actually got really high reviews on Amazon, which is really funny. But could well be a troll.
Yeah.
But it does. I mean, graphically, it looks hilariously better on PS5. I believe though it's still only local. It is indeed only local multiplayer.
How much is it, Dave? I'm curious.
On PS5, it's 34.99.
I was not expecting you to say that much.
Yes, and it is 29.99 currently on Switch. So it's actually a bargain.
Yeah.
Put it on Switch.
Moving on. 2 days later, on the 24th of August, boys, coming to Switch, PC, and current gen only is Blasphemous 2. Which I was actually at one stage considering getting on Fantasy Critic, because it's like a 2D Dark Soulsy sort of thing, right?
Yeah, the first one's weird and creepy.
Yeah, it looks weird and creepy. It looks odd. Those sort of freaks like that sort of shit, don't they? They're all into that sort of weird, creepy, sadistic crap, right?
It's £5 cheaper. It's £5 more expensive to buy it on Switch than PS5. On physical right now.
It's not the place to get it then.
On
I'm guessing none of us is playing this.
No.
We don't like headbutting walls and shit, do we?
Not particularly.
No. But the next day, on the 25th, we do have coming to everything, including last gen, but not Switch, actually. It would probably make the Switch explode, and that is Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Rubicon?
Rubicon, yeah.
Like the drink.
What's the drink?
Yeah,
Is the drink
Rubicon.
It's the same name as the drink, yeah.
Oh, we're fighting for the drink. The drink's quite nice.
It is. It's deceiving. A cheeky can. It's
maybe they should base the story around that, because it's probably better than whatever the story's going to be. I'm going to assume. Chris, you're going to buy this, aren't you?
I am kind of keen for it.
Kind of keen. It's actually previewed really well, though, hasn't it?
It's previewed very well. But remember, it's a From Software game, and everyone now loves From Software.
Oh yeah.
So
how's that Elden Ring playthrough going?
I have not played that recently. I have not started it yet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because I bought it like the same time I bought Final Fantasy 16. I was like, oh, which high fantasy game am I going to play? I'm going to play the Final Fantasy 16 one.
Sad times.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, Armored Core looks quite good for that sort of thing, right?
It does look good from the previews. My thing is, the last time I played an Armored Core on console was like 2002. So I'm not known for playing the series and From Software. Well, I do like some of their games, but mostly the last game that I played that of theirs, like finished, was one of the Otogi games on the original Xbox. So basically, we're going back 20 years ago.
Yeah, you're a different man back then, Chris. But moving on to the 29th of August, and I thought this game had come out. This is one of those like PlayStation indies that I swear has just been a thing forever. That's Goodbye Volcano High.
Which was supposed to be a launch title.
Yeah, it was announced at the first event for the PS5.
This has been a thing forever, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's that other one? Little Devil Inside. That's the other one.
That's the other one.
That's been a thing
That
forever.
even got its own state of play.
And it was awful. That was one of the worst state of plays ever, wasn't it? Are you getting this, Chris?
I am. I want to see how much it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the price point? So what's the over under? What would grab you? If it's 20 quid, are you buying it?
No.
I think he is. I mean, that wasn't a very decisive no, Dave, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think 20 quid. That's 20 quid gone, I think. So.
Well, it might have its 10% pre-order knocked off, so that would make it 18.
Does that make it more palatable for you?
It does make it slightly more palatable. Yes.
Okay.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah. Okay. I look forward to the review on that.
Yeah, because it does, from the last trailer, which I think was the last time we seen it was the Tribeca Game Fest during Summer Game Fest, and it looked really good again. So I'm kind of excited. And it is a visual novel. You can play music and stuff. And the premise of the story is the characters are like dinosaurs. They know Earth's gonna get destroyed. So like they know the meteorite's gonna like, and so you're spending out like their last days before dinosaurs get wiped out.
People like dinosaurs, don't they?
Mm. So,
No, we'll see. But on the same day, boys,
Yeah.
coming to just the Switch, is Samba de Amigo Party Central.
you are incorrect there. It's also coming to the Oculus Quest.
Oh, that's where you'll be playing it then, Chris.
Yeah, I will not be playing it on the Oculus Quest.
People like these games, don't they?
I mean,
They do like their games.
they did, and when Chris let it die on the Dreamcast, it was at its best. But
Weirdly, I've never actually owned it on
Oh, wow.
Dreamcast because
I had
it's
it on
so
Dreamcast.
it's one of the only Dreamcast games I don't own.
I owned it when it came out with the maracas because it was in a bargain bin. I bought it for £30. I sold it for £30. I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I don't even want to know how much it cost to buy the box for the maracas
about
now, Chris.
It cost me. That's why I've not bought it because it'd be nearly 300, something like that. Most probably.
This is why I buy rope and razor blades and live on pain.
What?
There we go.
So what is this?
It's a
What are the maracas for?
So the maracas were like it was a dancing game, and you shook the maracas in like certain directions.
They were like Wiimotes before Wiimotes.
Kind of like that's basically it was kind of that's what it is, and you did like it was like Just Dance really, but it's more fun because it's all Mexican-y and Sega-y.
And it's got like weird covers. Like I don't know if it's gone up yet or not. Not episode of Game Show, and Andy sang and did some covers of this, and it's got like Bon Jovi covers, but done like in a Mexican maraca
I
thing
can
and
confirm.
that. So yeah,
Good party game. Great for the Switch. Maybe not Oculus, but we'll move on.
yeah. But you got your two like controllers, which you would as maracas, and I guess you would look down and you would be a little monkey man, and you would have your maracas. So.
Indeed.
And say stuff like that.
Yeah,
in
you can.
2023
Let's move on from that because
Yes. on the same day, coming to everything and coming to every subscription service known to man, that is Sea of Stars, which there's a demo available for. I think you've both played the demo.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
One of you guys is on Fantasy Critic. Pangles hates it, right?
Yeah, I wasn't keen on the demo at all.
I liked it,
Yeah.
but it's I mean, it's good that it's coming to subscriptions. It's just fodder. Like it's frustrating because it's going to be absolutely the way to play this game is going to be the Switch.
And that's the one that doesn't have the
the one that doesn't
subscription
have
service.
So like if you can get it on if you can get it to work on like a ROG Ally or a Steam Deck, I think that's ideal. But yeah, it was fine. Like unfortunately it's been a lot of these games over the last 10 years. So
Yeah.
what I think you might have missed, Craig, is that there's a game coming out on the 17th of August that was only announced 3 weeks ago. That is Marble It Up Ultra, which is a return to the very famous Marble Blast Ultra game on the 360.
Yeah, that's not on the game.
It's not on the list. They only announced it 3 weeks ago. It is coming August 17th. I
You'll
felt it was
see this-
important for me to tell you this, Craig, because I know that we are great lovers of the original. So it's it's a classic. Better than Sea of Stars.
Well, I'm hoping. I think I got Sea of Stars in Fantasy.
You are the
you do.
only person that would have picked Sea of Stars on Fantasy Critic this year, Chris, because
Yeah.
you have really gone too far. But we need to move on because we've already been recording for 1 hour and 3 minutes, and we are talking about Sea of Stars.
what else did I miss, Pangy? Because that's pretty much the end of this.
I've lost where I was looking, to be honest. Oh, the same day as Under the Waves, which is going to be published by Quantic Dream.
I mean, without being rude, have they ever made a good game?
Yes.
Go on then.
Detroit Become Human.
Game, I said, not interactive movie.
Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's mostly like the worst one of theirs, but yeah, still good.
It's coming to everything as well. Aren't these the? Don't they normally make PlayStation games?
Yeah, they're the perverted
games.
French guy.
Oh yeah, no one
David
likes these
Cage.
people, do they?
Yeah, he's a pervert.
Oh, aren't most French people though?
I mean, you've said that on a live podcast. I'm not going to
That's fine.
confirm nor deny. But we all know
Yeah.
our thoughts about the French.
But
Aren't these people making a Star Wars game as well?
yes, they are.
So I remember
But
they announced it and everyone was really excited, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's being made by Quantic Group," and it's like, "Oh,
Yeah, so you'll probably see Princess Leia in a shower. That's probably what will happen because that has happened in
Ev-
all of their games so far, I believe.
every one of his games pretty much
Has a
shower
gratuitous
scene.
nude shower scene with usually a Hollywood actress that he's had to video extensively.
Good.
Which is a great
Yes.
way to end the podcast, to be honest.
But like I said, they are publishing. They're not developing this.
But yes, I think it's a really crap month. Actually, I'm going to be really controversial. I
What about the
apologise.
What about the physical version of F1 Manager 2023 on PS5, PS4, and Xbox?
That's the
Okay,
last
from the
day of
31st.
August. Yeah, the last day of August. Really enjoyed F1 Manager 22. It doesn't look like this has had a massive difference. There's some differences. It's also been kind of ruined by a lot of pre-order bonuses. Like there's a lot of content tied to pre-orders, which is kind of frustrating. But yeah, F1's funny because F1 Manager was fun, but like it's one of those games that I enjoyed buying it when it came out last time, but it's not different enough for me to rush out and buy full price the day before Starfield, to be honest. So it probably will be a when it goes on sale
But
job.
it could be your secondary manager game.
It could be, but I just don't have the time to run anything. If I'm going to play Starfield, I kind of think it's going to have to just be Starfield. But yeah, I think for me, August is going to be very much a backlog, finish what I'm playing month.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be my Star Wars month, isn't it? Me.
Yeah, I think maybe it's time. I don't think it's going to take you very long. I think if you have any time off, which you are usually pretty keen to get a bit of time off in the summer, because I'm pretty sure that your job is pretty quiet for a bit, if my memory serves me. Yeah, I think that'll be that. But yeah, there's not a huge amount coming, which is good. There's plenty of Nintendo stuff to play.
Season.
It's backlog season for Chris, £275 a week, Pengelly. But yeah, that's about it, boys. So I think we'll end the podcast on that. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, but obviously put in the comments.
Which game are you buying in August?
Which game you're going to buy in August? Put in the comments. Net Spend Cup. If you got this far. At Massive Das on all of the platforms. But yes, we will be back next week when we will be talking about what Chris has bought and what Chris has been playing. And I will not be playing the PS5. So thank you again, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.